What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here. This is a very good swerve from this motorcycle rider. I highly recommend you practice your training out in a parking lot so that when something like this happens, it's almost a non-issue. So let's jump into this and figure out what patterns we can take away from this so that we can see this way ahead of time so we know what to do when it happens. Okay, guys? So I don't know if this was an impatient driver or not, but left turners are extremely deadly for motorcyclists. So right away, when I see an intersection coming up like this, I'm in orange stage. Okay, I'm prepped and ready for any type of braking maneuver, swerving maneuver, whatever it is I have to do to get out of the situation. Okay, so I don't want to go into red stage if I don't have to, but I'm prepped and ready to do it by this point. Okay, so moving forward just a little bit, I see that there's somebody in the left turn lane. What are you going to do, mister? I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and be very cautious when it comes to this. Okay, so that person turned left. Hopefully the person behind him chooses not to turn left because I'm getting pretty dang close to this, but who knows? There's a lot of impatient drivers out there, so I'm still ready to swerve. I'm still ready to brake, and I don't trust what's going to happen here. And typically it's because drivers follow drivers. If this guy did it, why don't I do it? I'm not going to even look. And that's the biggest problem. So we should look. So moving forward a little bit, and there's this driver. Okay, hopefully he stops. Hopefully he's getting ready to, stop there and wait for me to go. It doesn't look like it. You see the turn signal. Okay, not a big deal. Oh, there it is. He crossed the double yellow. He is moving. Okay, as soon as that tire crosses, whether they slam the brakes right now because they made a mistake and they recognized it, or they keep going, it doesn't matter. I'm prepped and ready. Now, where do we go? Okay, do we go to the right where the gap is closing because this guy might gun it? Or do we swerve left into oncoming traffic and then hopefully miss this vehicle over here? This is a very typical situation, and this is something that we need to understand what we can do ourselves. How good is your braking? How good is your swerve skills? That's something you should not be asking yourself in this incident. It's something you should be asking yourself now watching this video. And if it's not good enough, go out and practice. And we have a lot of parking lot practice on DDFMcrew.com. Check it out. Link is in the description and the first comment. So moving forward just a little bit, he chose immediately to swerve left. Okay, very good, honestly, because the gap is closing to the right. We don't know what's going to happen. And if this car does stop, he can easily swerve back to the right because, the car is not in his lane just yet all the way. So there it is. Okay, well, definitely the car decides to keep going. So where should we be going? I'm going to aim right at that rear bumper because that makes it to where I'm still a lot to the right, but not fully to the left where this white truck is coming. So I'm going to aim for that, hoping that the Ford Explorer, this red vehicle, is going to keep going so I never actually get close to it. And that's exactly what happened. So I'm now looking for this new gap. I want to go in there because I want to stay in my lane and still be safe as possible. And that's exactly what he does, and he does an amazing job. So how do we prevent this, or how do we see this ahead of time so we have time to react and then maybe actually slow down beforehand? So like I said, when it comes to intersections, I'm already prepped and ready. So at this point, I'm covering those brakes. I'm prepped to swerve. I'm looking for specific hazards because I'm in orange stage. So I'm also rolling up the throttle. Let's say it's a 35-mile-an-hour zone. I'm going 30 now. Those 5 miles an hour can save my butt. And I don't care if the person's like, wait, this guy, I thought he was going fast. Now he's going slow before he gets to the intersection. I don't care what other people think. I don't care what the people think behind me. I don't care. I am prepped and ready. I am making sure I can do what I can do with my skill level. So once again, if it's 45, going to 40, 55, going to 50, I'm just going to keep doing that. So that's what you need to do. So slow it down just a little bit, roll off the throttle, get ready, wait for a decision to be made by that red vehicle because that's the one thing that could hurt us. There's nobody over on the right side turning right in front of us. So the main situation, the main concern should be this vehicle right here. Right now, this is the thing. So you need to be hyper aware and wait for a decision on their part. And then right here, and I know it's slow-mo, right there is the decision on their part. Okay, well, we're going to swerve then. All right, you did that. I'm going to do what I need to do and get out of the situation. So prep yourself way ahead of time because this way you're sitting back, observing the situation and reacting to the situation that's happening in front of you. Don't react to the situation that's happening with you. React to it that's happening in front of you, okay? I talk a lot more about situational awareness in my OODA loop video where we talk about observe, orient, decide, and act. Check it out, links in the description. It's gonna explain a lot more than what this video can do, okay guys? With that said, hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and I'll be seeing you around.